January or 12th करने अच्छा. Good afternoon. Let's start the topic. Today we'll take up the topic. Hey, Satya. कौन करछु? अरे इंडियन डायस्पोरा टा कदम तो एटा केन दे. Good afternoon. Take today's topic on Indian diaspora. Okay. So what is diaspora? Diaspora is the Indians staying abroad. Okay. The Indians who stay abroad for different purposes. Okay. Someone for business, someone for service, someone for work are popularly called as Indian diaspora. It may be the migration in the present generation or the migration in the previous generation. Inaugurating the 17th Prabhasi Bharatiya Divas Convention recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said Indians living overseas are brand ambassadors of the country on foreign soil. So what? Prime Minister inaugurating the 17th Prabhasi Bharatiya Divas. Okay, of the summit of the NRI summit. Okay, so he told that the Indians living overseas are brand ambassadors of the country on foreign soil. Over the years, the convention, which began under the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government in 2003, has grown in size. Okay, so they are called the Prabhasi or Indian diaspora or Prabhasi. They includes two categories. One is non-resident Indian, second is OCI, in person of overseas citizens of India. The previously operational PIO cards, person of Indian origin card, have been discontinued from 2015. Merged with the OCI card. So PIO and OCI merged to OCI. Fine. One is NRI, non-resident Indian. Second is OCI, overseas citizens of India. Fine. So this, since the days of Vajpayee, so we are arranging an Prabhasi Bharatiya Sammilani. Okay. So for what? to invite them, to discuss with them, to recognize them, to reward them on their contribution to strengthen India's relationship with the outside world. Okay. Over the years, the convention, which began under the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government in 2003, has grown in size and scope, particularly since 2015. The Ministry of External Affairs turned the event into a biennial affairs. So, started in 2003 under Atal Bihari Vajpayee's period. So, this was earlier held every year, but right now, this is being as a biennial event once in 2 years interval. In every 2 years interval, this meeting is taking place. The ongoing Prabhasi Bharatiya Convention is being held at Indore, Madhya Pradesh. The 70th edition of the event, which commemorates the return of Mahatma Gandhi to India on January 9th, 1915. So, on this particular day, January 9th, is celebrated the NRI Day. 9 January is observed as the NRI Day because on same day in 1915 Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa and he is called as the first Prabhasi of India because so he went from India to practice law in South Africa. He gained so much experience here and came back and took the reign of the freedom struggle in India. Okay. Okay, so that is why we observe this on 9th of January every year, and this is the 17th in the series. Okay, 17th Prabhasi Bharatiya Divas Sammelani was organized. Fine. So, and it is being held at Indore. Okay, in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Indore has a distinction of being the cleanest city in the country as per the Swachh Sarvekshan. Indore is being able to maintain its status as the cleanest city of India since last few years. Okay, and the 17th NRI Summit or Prabhasi Bharatiya Sammelani is being held over there. Okay. Suriname President Chandrika Prasad Santokhi, okay, so has been invited as the special guest. Okay, okay. So he what he told he referred to this migration saying 2023 marked the 150th year of first journey of India to Suriname under the Girmatia system. Okay, in this particular year or this year, okay, it marks the 150th year, 150th year of movement of Indian to Suriname. Okay, so आज under the Girmatia system to work in the plantation over there because slavery was abolished and आज Okay. Are part of the second wave of migration when 20 lakh Indians went to Singapore and Malaysia to work in farms. The third and fourth wave saw professionals heading to Western countries. So Indian migration from India to other countries. Okay. Okay. So first they went to work in the plantation as laborers in the pre-independence India. Okay. Then there is the move of professionals in post-independent India. Then to the third wave come to the Gulf and West Asian country. Okay, to Warkach, the maid and oil sector worker. So also construction worker. Okay. So different views. Okay. Okay. In three different waves, this migration took place from India. Overseas Indians are classified into three categories: non-resident Indians, person of Indian origin, and overseas citizens of India. Earlier, okay, so the people who are not in India, Indians staying abroad, are divided into three categories. First is non-resident Indians, NRIs. Second is PIO, persons of Indian origin. Third is overseas citizens of India. Okay, NR Indians who resident in foreign countries, the PIO category was abolished in 2015, merged with the OCI category. However, existing PIO cards are valid till December 31, 2023, by which the holders of these cards have to obtain the OCI cards. So, three categories: NRI, PIO, OCI. As I told you, are they NRI, then person of PIO, person of Indian origin, and OCI. But these two cards were merged right now in 2015 to OCI, overseas citizens of India cards, because so merger made it was made to avoid the confusion. And the earlier PIO cards remain valid till 2023 December, and all the PIO card holders are to change to OCI cards by this particular date. The difference is the NRI still holds Indian passport, but the OCI don't have Indian passport because they have already taken the citizenship of that country. In normal way to come to India, they need Indian visa, but in case they have an OCI card, there is no need to have the Indian visa to visit India. That is what the difference. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, PIO refers to foreign citizen, except in national of Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, China, India, Iran, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal, who at any time held an Indian passport. So who or either of their parents, grandparents, great grandparents were born and permanently reside in India as defined in Government of India 1939. So who is a spouse of the citizen of India or a PIO. That is the PIO. Separate category of OCA was cut out in 2006. An OCA card was given to foreign national who was eligible to be a citizen of India on January 26, 1950. The citizen of India at any time after January 26, 1950 or belong to a territory that became part of India after August 15, 1947. Minor children of such individuals, except those who are citizens of Pakistan and Bangladesh, are also eligible to get the OCI cards. So government decided to so right now it is the PIO card has been abolished and NRI and the OCI cards are valid. Number and geographical spread according to August as according to an August 22, 2020 report of the Parliamentary Committee on External Affairs on December 31st, 2020 there are 4.7 crore Indians living overseas. Number includes NRI, PIO, OCA and students. Excluding students, number stand at 3.32 crores, 32 million, including 1.87 crore PIO and 1.35 crore NI. Okay, according to World Migration Report prepared by the International Organization for Migration under the United Nations, India has the largest immigrant population in the world, making it the top origin country globally, followed by Mexico, Russia, and China. That means India has highest number of Indians living abroad. So large number of Indians have migrated to other countries. Fine. So and not only this, so this also shows that so India not only have the largest number of person living abroad, but also are contributing substantially to Indian economy in the form of remittance. Okay. At the top is India, followed by Mexico, Russia, and China. Okay, so they are also people who are migrating to other countries in search of employment or other opportunities there. See, the numbers shared by the government in parliament to show that the geographical spread of Indian diaspora is vast. The countries with over 10 lakhs overseas Indian includes United States of America, United Kingdom, where in America there are 44 lakhs, UK 17.6 lakh, United Arab Emirates 34 lakhs, Sri Lanka 16 lakhs, South Africa 15.6 lakh, Saudi Arabia 26 lakh, Myanmar 20 lakhs, Malaysia 29.8 lakhs, Kuwait 10.2 lakhs, and Canada 16.8 lakhs. In Canada, they're mostly Sikh. The Gulf country, they're mostly Muslims. Okay, so and the educated and professionals are migrated more to United Kingdom and USA, and also some to Canada. Look at their spread, where they have spread. Remittance, according to World Bank, are a vital source of household income for low and middle income countries like India. Remittance is the amount sent by the people to the country who work abroad. So the Indians working abroad, so what they send to their own country, okay, is called the remittance. Okay, that is called the remittance. And India is one among the highest remittance receiving country. Right? According to latest World Bank Migration and Development Brief, released in November 2022, for the first time a single country, India, is on track to receive more than 100 billion yearly remittances. So, India is receiving around 75 to 80 billion dollar remittance, and this there is scope to increase it to $100 billion very soon, because the dependent family of the person stay in India. So whatever they earn, they send to India, and this is more by the persons who are unskilled, who went as maid servant, waiter, plumbers, driver, etc. But those professionals who went from India and settled there, they try to get settled and get and their contribution is comparatively less in comparison to the Indians who are untrained, unskilled, and who went there as laborers, because they send the amount their dependent family who completely depend upon them for their basic requirement. So without getting the money from them, they will not be able to fulfill their. Okay. So that is why. So it is. Okay. The World Migration Report notes that India, China, Mexico, the Philippines, and Egypt are in the descending order among the top 5 kilometers receiving countries. Although India and China were well above the rest, in 2020 the two neighbors received the largest amount of international remittance in Asia with a combined total of 140 billion, out of which more than 70 billion, 70 to 80 billion comes to India. So the top remittance receiving countries: India, China, Mexico, Philippines, and Egypt are the top 5 countries in receiving this remittance from the people who are abroad working, and when they send their money to India, because of the depend upon them. The vocal political positions taken by a section of the Indian diaspora, particularly in the USA, UK, Egypt, family recent phenomenon. For instance, the Hindu American Foundation, a Hindu advocacy group based in USA, was set up in 2003. The same year, the Prabhasi Bharatiya Convention was launched. At the launch, the PM Bajpayee had said overseas Indians can project the truth about India to the world in a credible and effective manner and counter propaganda. In this recent speech, Modi echoed similar sentiments, urging Prabhasi Bharatiya to amplify India's developmental story. So India is in the path of development and has many tangible achievements. So that need to be popularized, that need to become way to the world. And Modi has requested the Prabhasis to be the channel of communication of their India's achievement. Okay, around the place where around the country where they are staying, because they are the credible members of their country. So their position is much better. Okay, so in case they are at an advantage, it will be better if they are they can get the benefit from. তবে আজকে পড়বে আজকে ইতিহাস পড়বে ইতিহাস পড়বে কেমন করতে হবে রাস্তা the Hindu American Foundation, a Hindu advocacy group based in USA, set up in 2003, the same when the Prabhasi Bharatiya Convention was launched. In his recent speech, Modi echoed similar sentiments, urging Prabhasi Bharatiya to amplify India's developmental story. So India is in a path of rapid development, and that need to be advocated above the world. And these Prabhasi Bharatiyas, so who are staying abroad, can be our ambassadors to popularize or to spread the developmental saga going on in India in the country where they are staying. So that will have its impact. So the investors in those countries will be interested to invest in India to get a assured return. Charges of bias. In August 2022 report of the House panel pointed out that conventions such as the Pradasi Bharatiya Sammelani appear to be leaving out a large section of the diaspora that is not wealthy. Because the Pradasi Bharatiya Sammelani only invite the wealthy Indians, so all the non-resident Indians of the person of Indian origin. But many are still poor, working as maid servant, plumber, waiter, etc. They are not invited to the Pravasi Bharatiya Sammelani. Government justifies that their contribution is not substantial, so this invitation is sent only on the basis of contribution. And based on the contribution, only the top among the persons are invited. If you express apprehension that low, semi-skilled and blue-collar workers may not find place or feel comfortable to participate in the said conversation, as the general profile of participants is seen to be very high level. So in this Sammelani, Prabhasi Bharatiya conference or meeting or summit, that Sammelani, so high profile Indians who are abroad are invited. So any person who is not belong to that category, feel it insulting and the inhibition in him to attend this. The committee have a strong view that participation and involvement should be more broad-based, accommodating the vulnerable sections of the diaspora community. Because only the settled one, the rich one, the proactive one among the community they are involved, their number is very less. But those who are actually sending the remittances, they belong to the poor categories, and they work as maid servant, plumber, waiter, etc., driver. Okay, they don't have any big opportunity to present themselves in the conferences. Okay, the committee is strong with that participation and involvement should be more broad-based, accommodating, and vulnerable sections of the diaspora community should be invited to this meeting. Okay, so if this is done, then what will happen? So their involvement. Okay, so they contribute in the form of remittance, they contribute in the form of political contact, they act as cultural ambassadors, they spread Indian culture, religion, and even they share Indian food and cloth, etc., before the global community. So their role cannot be underestimated. Okay, because of their contribution, so they are able to establish themselves as well as to do something positive for our country. With this hope, so we always expect that. Okay, okay. So this is based on the local political question taken by the system Indian diaspora. UK is very significant one. The Hindu American Foundation is one. Indian Caucus is one. Okay. So see, in the American election, the role of the Indian American is very important. In the UK election, an Indian what is in person? Rishi Sunak became the prime minister. Prior to that, in Suriname, in Mauritius, Indian origin people occupy the highest position. And when a person of Indian origin occupies the highest office, so our link with that country becomes stronger. That is the advantage because once the person of Indian origin or Indian origin person occupy the top office in that country, it became facilitating to develop and strengthen our relation with that country. That is what, so they can be cultural ambassadors, they can bring market, they can invest in the capital, they can spread technology, they can add marketing values. Okay, because they are working in the capitalist country, and with much use of technology. So there are much advantage. So we should try to utilize that advantage to our benefit. There must be investors in India. They should be attracted and rewarded to make them more feel at ease at home. Okay, so this way it is expected that they will be able to fulfill the aspirations, and the government's expectation from them will be fulfilled. Right?